as we know, the earth is running out of resources. It's running out of food, it's running out of clean water, it's running out of clean soil. And that's super important. We really need clean soil for gardening, because gardening is one of the most important things that people can do for this planet. Growing our own food is probably one of the most important things that anyone can do for themselves, their family, for just their communities in general. Even if you grow too much food, you can sell it for profit, or you can give it away to people who may need it, or even your next door neighbor or the old lady down the street. Botany and growing food is like one of my favorite things ever, and it's just so important. It is amazing how one person or just anybody can grow something so insane just out of one little bitty seed, and it can feed people. It can literally cure hunger with a seed. So it's just amazing, and everybody should do it. And there are endless benefits of growing your own garden, from saving money to feeding your family to feeling the satisfaction of creating something so significant. And not only that, you're not purchasing food from the store that's packaged usually in plastic, or you have to get a plastic bag to put the food in. A lot of those foods are covered in chemicals and pesticides and hormones and just nasty things that you don't want to be eating, or even give your kids, which people do anyways. But this is just something that, could help deter that from happening. So just learn how to grow your own garden is just a wonderful thing, and everyone should do it. It's super easy. All you have to do is check the environment, your local climate throughout the year. Make sure that you have the optimal amount of rain. Your soil is great. You have great sunlight. If this is all outdoors, if you do it indoors, your climate is controlled. Your elements are controlled. The only thing you have to worry about is watering it, because you're controlling that, and your amount of sunlight. So it's as long as you have a good window, boom, you're good to go. So once you have your garden outside, that's probably more important. It's probably a lot better. You're going to get a lot more food from an outdoor garden, and it's just going to be much better. Having a tiller can be very helpful if you want to till the ground up. You just really want to make sure you get all of those weeds out of the ground and any other foreign plants that could potentially keep your plants from growing. Any other plants growing will take away nutrition and water from your seeds that are growing. So make sure you get those out. And even if there's not enough nutrients in the soil, your seeds won't even sprout. So always make sure you have that. And being healthy is just so important, and being able to grow your own food can change your entire health by not going to McDonald's or not going to Walmart and getting prepackaged food. Just growing an apple tree and getting some apples, or growing some tomatoes or carrots or something. Like, it's amazing how much you can help yourself and help the planet and help other people by doing it yourself, and all you're doing is putting a seed in the ground. That's all you're doing. It's not that hard. It's awesome. It's very therapeutic. Anybody can do it. And so pretty much the first thing you need to do is make sure you have your soil. Make sure you know where you're going to put your seeds. Make sure you have your seeds picked out. And also on the back of seeds, it'll tell you when to plant, like when the best time to plant your seeds are, how deep into the soil that they need to be, how much rain they need to get, or how much water you need to give them. Pretty much the back of the packet will tell you everything you need to know, other than how to physically water the plant. So that's going to tell you everything you need to know. So first thing you need to do is go out, make sure you have your good location, get your tiller out there, start tilling it up, get all those weeds out, and then once you have all that ready to go, you should start making little crevices into the ground, or little holes to get spaces for your seeds to go, and go however deep it says on the back of the package to go, because you don't want to go too deep or they will just really won't sprout at all. And you don't want to go too shallow, because if you go too shallow, then the wind or rain or other elements may wash those seeds away, and then you're at loss with your seeds. So once you make those crevices in the ground, get those seeds in the ground, space them out correctly as they should be. Again, it will tell you on the back of the package how much you need to space them apart. Then you'll lightly cover them back up with the soil. When you do that, just be careful, because you don't want to press them down too far, like I said before. And then after that, you want to go ahead and give them a good little watering, and be careful yet again, because you don't want to wash away your seeds. And then at that point, it should take about 24 to 42 hours, depending on what you're planting, to germinate the seeds. And once they start germinating, that means they're sprouted. And once they start sprouting, they'll start making their way up to the top of the soil, and then boom! You can see your little babies, and you have your plant growing, and it's just the most satisfying thing in the whole entire world. It's just wonderful. So once you get there, it's just like the greatest thing ever. Anybody can do it. You just got to keep up with your garden, make sure the plants don't grow back again, and make sure weeds don't come back. Make sure you keep critters and other little animals out. If you need to, put up a fence. It's just super important that we all learn how to grow our own gardens, and I think everybody should do it. It's a wonderful thing. It saves you money. It saves me money. It saves the planet. It saves Mother Nature for our children. It's just so important, and I think that we should even teach it in schools if possible. But that's just my point of view, and I hope that you enjoyed it.